told me we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So use your ears a lot more than your mouth. And through the times that I learned is asking questions is one of the best ways to get to to get the information that you need. And most important is, you know, think of the theory, peeling the onion. Keep asking questions. Keep asking questions. Alfred, tell me more about that. Hey, Alfred, how does that look? How does that play out? How does that look to you? You just keep asking more questions that keep giving you more information to where you really need to get what you need to get to close the deal.
Absolutely right, Arlen. And that was the topic of the day, that a lot of people cannot get through the gatekeeper, and you become the gatekeeper because you're the one putting all these things in your head, saying, oh, they don't want to buy from me. Oh, the interest rate's still high. Oh, we're shifting into the holidays. Oh, people are waiting for the election, which is the stuff we've been hearing for the last 6 months. But I still see some of my team members closing deals. So I'm not saying it's not true, but do you guys think all of it is true?
No, some of it and maybe all of it is true. The thing is, are you going to let that stop you? Are you going to let a rainy day stop you from going to work just because it's raining? I don't want to get wet. Are you going to let a sunny day stop you from going to work because it's too hot? You don't have the proper clothes. So, I mean, there's always going to be something that's going to keep you in a comfort zone, or there's always going to be something that's going to give you an excuse not to do what you need to do. Roll up the sleeves and do it.
Very well said, Arlen. Now, anybody has any? Go ahead.
Also, I'm going to say this. I see the freeways packed. People are going to work. I see restaurants still packed. I see ball games still packed. There's money flowing out there in the economy. So when they're saying, and when people are saying they're not buying, you're just, or they're not buying, you're not selling to the right person. You need, but there is money out there.
Well said, Charles. So with that said, guys, right now you gotta remember you gotta find the people who have a DBM, a dominant buying motive. What does that mean? People that need versus wants, right? And we talked about this before. Expires. I mean, there was 62 expires just in Rancho and Fontana put together, and those are two cities that are literally side by side. 62 expireds. Now, Arlen, I was actually planning on asking you. I know the last time we spoke, looking at my notes, you said you go visit expires and you would drop a postcard off. Do you happen to have a copy of that postcard or a verbiage of it?
When I left that company that we were worked with before, which I don't want to say names, they hacked into my thing and all that stuff was removed. All my folders were removed that we had on the network, and it's fine. But I could put something together and share it with you guys. So with Canva nowadays, you can create things so quick, So I have my staff work on it, and then I'll put something together that was very similar or exactly to what I had, and I'll share it with you guys.
Yeah, we've been wanting to ask you that because we're just wondering how to put it together, and we want to test it.
I'll put it together and share it with you guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Hey, Alfred, just so that you know, in the last 30 days in Rancho Cucamonga, single family residents only in condos and townhouses, there was 81 homes sold. In 30 days. So in Rancho Cucamonga alone, I mean, the thing is, again, dude, that drunk monkey, that voice is always going to give you something, right? Oh, the rates are too high. People want to wait into this. People want to wait into that. Yes, you're right. There's absolutely the people that are going to do that. But go find the one that needs to buy a home, not the wants to buy a home. Because the people that want to buy a home, they're going to tell you, I don't like it because of the carpet. Or, I don't like it because they're not going to like it for things that they know they can change because they're not motivated. But the one that needs to buy a home, like, for example, I was referred to a client who just got served with a 60-day notice to move out. They're motivated. Her and her 2 kids are already in the process of getting pre-qualified. It looks like they're going to qualify for $700,000 for 3 of them. They need to buy because they don't want to go rent anymore. So those are the people you got to focus on, and those are the people you got to go after.
Absolutely, Arlen, you're absolutely right. Can anybody hear us?
Yeah, we could hear you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Awesome, guys. Does anybody want to share or have a question or an objection that they want to role play? Because remember, guys, this is a role play call. You guys can unmute yourself whenever you guys want. I'll still post. If you guys have a question, and because you're at work, I totally respect that. Post it on the chat. We'll answer to the best of our knowledge. And I'm gonna be sharing something that Arlen just said a little while ago. I'm just looking for it right now. In the meantime, anybody have a question? Let me know, or if they want to do a role play, let me know as well. It's very important that we know that the call is to help you guys to the best of our knowledge to handle an objection of whatever's going on, right? Real quick, Arlen, I'm going to share my screen. You guys can talk over me. Feel free. This is Rancho. Let me know if you guys can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so our title rep had a great idea, and I like to take action, guys. So I want to show you guys real quick. This is a Snapchat shot, of just Rancho. So if I was gonna go door knocking Rancho and become the expert, which I'll be the first one to tell you guys, I need to go back to my schedule and remove and replace some stuff to make time. But my title guy will make this for you. As you guys see his name in the bottom, he can put actually your picture with your information, print it for you, and then you can go and use this for door knocking as to become the home expert, right? So Arlen, here you go. In September, it gives you the breakdown of how many houses sold, the average price, etc. And this is just for Rancho. So right now I'm targeting Rancho and I'm targeting Fontana because those are the cities that I want to be. I don't want to be going too far right now because of my time, and I appreciate time. But I just wanted to show you guys a snapshot of you guys. We got Hugo. We got Jesse. We got Edgar. You guys need to take the time to talk to these guys. They're normally there Monday and Tuesdays, and take advantage of all the free resources they have. And this is very important data because remember, if you know your market, you can actually go tell a for sale by owner, hey, did you know that in April, a certain amount of houses sold, your average per square foot was $441. And your average home was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath in single family homes. They can also do it for condos. Whatever your market is, you can use this for expires. All right. I asked Edgar to give me 200 numbers for expires. Now I'm going to show you guys real quick something else. Because I like to share everything I have with you guys so you guys can take advantage of it. But you got to take action because I can only show you guys so much. And you're like, oh my God, Alfred, that's cool, but you're not taking action. So here you guys go. So SlideText is a company. It's kind of like the sister of Slide Broadcast, right? So real quick, Slide Broadcast is a system where you create a single voicemail, and that single voicemail could be used for farming and open house that you're having. And Edgar will send you the list of 100, 200, whatever amount of people you want. Edgar will send you that list. I'm going to show you guys how it looks real quick because I want to give you guys value on this call. I don't want this call just to be a call. I'm sure that Arlen takes some of the information I share with them and he takes it back to his team. I want to share with you guys some of the stuff that I'm taking action. And once again, this costs me absolutely nothing. It's free. And all you got to do is ask, right? Any questions?
Yeah, that's great information, Alfred. And the other thing to know, see, we have to be the source. We have to be the source of information for our clients, for at least for everybody. And if you don't know your inventory, if you don't know these numbers that Alfred's sharing, and also get into the MLS, again, because when Rancho Cucamonga, I'm just going to look at what's available in Rancho Cucamonga for residential. There's 189 properties. The cheapest being $295 for a studio condo, and the most expensive one being $2.9, $3 million. So you gotta know these facts on whatever area you're working on. Because if you don't know it and the client knows more than you, then what do they need you for? Because trust me when I tell you that clients are logging into Zillow. They are looking out there to see what the prices are going for. They know what the next door neighbor property sold for. And if you're having a conversation with them and say, well, the next door neighbor just sold and they sold for this much, and you don't know that information,
Absolutely, Arlen. So real quick, guys, this is the way the leads come in from Edgar. It'll tell you on the left-hand side, or real quick from left to right, and normally tell you what are the possibilities of them selling, low, medium, some of them are high. It gives you the homeowners information, where they live at, their home phone number. Some people still have home phone numbers.
Yeah,
Of
Alfred.
course, there's their home,
Sorry to cut you off, Alfred. I'm not. My screen is not changing. Is it? I'm just looking at PDF files.
Same here, Alfred. I'm just looking at your PDF files, Rancho,
Yeah, we just
Cucamonga,
see the
Ontario,
numbers.
Fontana, but we don't see what you're opening.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Thank God that you guys told me.
So it's like
Awesome.
you want to share, but you don't want to share.
Yeah, I'm holding off. I wanted to make sure you guys were here. Thank you, Miguel.
Yeah.
Miguel, do you
There
see
you
it
go.
now?
Now we can see it. Yes.
Awesome, guys. Real quick. Thank you, guys. If you read it from left to right, it'll tell you what are the possibilities of these people selling. There is some low, or there's some medium, and there is some high. But that's not what I was focusing. I was focusing on 100 properties around the home I'm selling in Santa Clarita. It'll give you the homeowners information, their home. Some of them still have home numbers, and of course their cell phone and their email. I'm doing a text blast. So what I do, guys, I extract this information. I copy just the cell phones, and I show you guys how to use ChatGPT. Right? I show you guys how to use ChatGPT to extract information. And once I'm here, let me know if you guys can see me. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna share with you, Arlen, if you can see. What do you got? What can you guys see?
You were on the browser right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and see if I can show you guys slide text real quick. Anybody have any questions so far on how it works? Okay, no questions. Good.
Hi,
All right, so
this list, I'm sorry.
So this list, Edgar, our title guy, our title rep, he'll extract information. They use a third-party company, and they'll get you a list of a farming list. Whatever you want the list for, right? I wanted a list just of homeowners. That's what I asked for. But you can tell them, hey, Edgar, can I get a list of people that have, 40 to 50% equity in their homes? Right? Just depending on the list that you want. He can give you a list of people that have been there 20 years. He can give you a list of people that are most likely to sell. I mean, they create the list is specific to your niche. I just wanted it to do a text blast today. And yesterday I did a test. I did a test on myself. Can you guys see it? I just did the screenshot on Moxie. I just did the screenshot of the property I'm selling in Santa Clarita. And what I'm going to do today is when I'm ready to send that list, I'm going to go to the list. There was 100. I asked for 100. Hey, I got validated 92 good numbers. Here's now where I just type up whatever I want to type. I can just say home for sale. And then right here, I can either upload a video or that flyer, which would be this flyer, upload it, and then it'll say the message and whatever I want to send. And I'm going to do a text blast today doing that. But look, that's called digital door knocking. That means I'm hitting 100 owners within probably 30 seconds. Now, I know I sound very repetitive because a lot of this is, but we have to take action. Anybody have any questions? I'll slow down. I'm trying to read your questions as well.
I just want to add to that, Alfred. That with your title rep or with whoever your title rep is, guys, that you could also when picking a farm, when you're gonna choose a farm, you could actually sit down with them and they'll grade your farm. Either they're graded by ABC or they're graded by numbers, right? For example, Alfred, when I wanted to work an area in El Sereno, I picked University Hills because University Hills was graded a number 4, which was considered to be like an A+, right? What that meant is the turn ratio in that area was high. People were selling. And I kid you not, in 3 months, I ended up getting 6 listings in that area. I created a mailer system. I started cold calling it, and I started door knocking it. 6 listings in 3 months, just because that area was considered a 4, which is again like an A+. And so we're picking an area, sit down with your title rep and tell them, hey, give me 200, 250 records, and I want the highest turn ratio. What does that mean is how often are the homes in this area reselling?
Great information, Arlen. Now, does anybody have any questions? Is everybody taking notes? I'm trying to look at the chat as well when I'm talking to you guys. I heard somebody unmute themselves.
Yes. Hi, everybody. This is Ayana. So I'm just writing down the steps. So you said that you open up the chat GPT, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after you do that, let me see what I wrote. Then you go to like the source of the information that wait a minute, let me see. Okay, so you go to the chat GPT, then you go to the list, right? And then you type in what you want, whatever your message is, or you upload your video, and then you go to the text blast. Where is that information? So you go from the chat GPT to another source to extract that like their contact information, and then you send out the blast that way. I just want to
Yeah,
make sure I get that right.
So here are the steps. So ChatGPT can be used for a lot of ways, right? So I think last time I showed you guys how to use ChatGPT for reverse prospecting, how to just extract every agent's email and phone number, right? So that's how you use ChatGPT. I'll do a little sample before we end the call. But first thing foremost, Anaya, you need to, I don't know what state you're in, but you need to
California.
contact. Okay, so I just posted Edgar's phone number on the chat.
Okay.
I think Peter asked, who else? Tina asked. Okay, so when you guys call Edgar, do me a favor, tell him that you spoke with Alfred in the Zoom call so he knows, and let him know, hey, Edgar, I'm trying to farm an area. You know, where are you from, Anaya? What's your city?
Inglewood, California,
Okay,
Hawthorne,
so
LA area.
Anaya, you're gonna call Edgar. Say, hey, Anaya, I was on Alfred's Zoom call. He told me to reach out. I want to see if you can help me. I want a farm of, I don't know, I'm just going to say Hawthorne. I want the 300 houses that are most likely to sell in the next year or so to farm.
Okay.
Then he's going to email you that list within hours or in 24 hours. Once you have that list, then that you're gonna ask yourself, what am I gonna do with it, right? The next step is, do you want to call the list and farm it that way, which I think you should. You could use a system like slide text to text these people, which are homeowners, or you can upload that list on your CRM to prospect, your area, let them know that you're the local agent.
Okay.
You could call and say, hey, I'm calling about, did you know, I'll give you an example, and I'm trying to pull that folder up. Edgar can send you a farm. I'm going to use Fontana right now. I'm gonna pull it up right now on the screen so you guys can see it. But of course, you're doing Inglewood. You're gonna call them and say, "Hey, can I have a snapshot of what's selling in Inglewood?" Right? And he's gonna send you something like this. Can you see it now, Anaya?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so
no, it's just a PDF, Alfred.
Okay, let me do it again. I'm sorry, guys. I'll do it one more time. How about now?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're gonna get something like this, exactly like this, just depending on the city, Inglewood, Rosecrans, whatever you want, a city you want to choose, and it's gonna tell you the sales working backwards from October all the way to present of what the average home sold for, single family home in that area that you chose, right? So you could use the list to tell these owners, hey, did you know almost 955 homes sold here in Crenshaw or whatever, the average price was almost 800,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Have you ever thought about selling?
Okay.
Whatever your spill is going to be, right? And it tells you right here also, look, there's almost 24% of the people that own properties in Fontana are absentee owners. They don't even live there. So you could use it that list. You can use that list that way, or you could use the list, extract the emails, upload it into slide text, which is this system right here. Slide text. You could create a group with all the phone numbers in there. You upload the phone numbers very easily, and you could create a message with a picture or a video and send it out within 30 seconds.
Okay.
That would be called digital door knocking. That's what it's called. Oh, I think Edgar just posted. He's in the chat. Edgar, you don't mind? I don't even want to speak for you. You don't mind unmuting yourself and introducing yourself to the group and what resources you have? Let's see if Edgar can talk. Oh, he's probably trying to find the mute button. But anybody got anything that they want to share? I know, once again, these calls are designed for role playing. I'm sure most of you all here make calls, and I know you're talking to someone. What is stopping you from making that call? In the meantime, we'll wait for Edgar to unmute himself. Here's all the title needs. Okay. I'm not sure what he's saying, but anybody making calls in the last 24 hours before I start calling names? And I know who's making calls here besides Arlen and Miguel. What's going on?
I was just answering your question, like who's making calls in the last 24 hours?
All right, real quick, Miguel, what objections are you getting right now? When you do get a hold of somebody?
I think the one that's come across the most has been I'm already working with an agent, or somebody's already helping me. I think that's kind of the most common one lately.
So let's role play that real quick. So if you're calling and I'm already working with an agent, what exactly do you do next?
I don't have an answer for that one. That one is kind of like, all right, well, thank you for your time, and then I kind of put them on a separate campaign, and just kind of send them emails, a couple every 2-3 months.
Okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna start doing two things. All right. So let's role play that. I'm calling you, and you are gonna tell me I'm already working with an agent. Hey, Miguel, so I see that you were thinking about selling 123 Banana Street. It's a beautiful home. When are you gonna be interviewing the right agent to actually getting the home sold this time around?
I'm already working with an agent.
Got it. And thanks for sharing, Miguel. Hey, Miguel, are you open to a second opinion?
Well, I mean, he's pretty good.
And when you mean he's pretty good, what do you mean by that, Miguel? Because this home should have sold. Did you know that in the last 80 days, 70 homes sold in your area? And out of those 70, 60 of them came from my office?
But it's already listed.
Got it. So the property is listed right now? Because in my data, it's showing up that it's expired.
Well, I have to check with him.
Got it. And Miguel, before you let me go, how long is your contract for?
3 months.
3 months. And when would that expire? The end of October?
Yeah, but I'm good. I think I'm already working with someone, and I think I'm good at this point.
Hey, I get it, Miguel.
Thank you.
And I knew you were good before you took this call. I just want to make sure I provide enough information and enough value to you. Now, Miguel, once again, before you let me go, are you looking to sell in the next 30 days, or are you just going to wait for the contract to expire, or do you have a plan B?
I don't have a plan B.
You don't. Can I be your plan B?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Miguel. Now that I got your attention, Miguel, let me ask you another question, Miguel. If your friend does not sell this property or your realtor, how is Christmas gonna look? You see, Miguel, exactly. So that's exactly why me and you are talking now. I know you're under contract, and I want to respect that, the loyalty, and I also have to respect our fiduciary duty. But before you let me go, is it okay if I follow up with you in the next 30 days, see what happens?
Sure, that's fine. You sound like a cool guy.
So Miguel, and the best email for you is miguelsthebest@gmail.com.
Yes.
Got it, Miguel. And once again, Miguel, can you also check your phone? I just text you my digital business card that I promise you I look better in person. If you can think of anybody that might need my real estate help, you don't mind forwarding them my information?
No, not at all.
Awesome, Miguel. Well, once again, Miguel, thank you for taking my call. I'll follow up with you in 30 days.
Hey, Alfred, it was going too fast. I was trying to write it down, but I think you had a lot of really good objections. So I don't know if I could record that little snippet.
I'll
and
send
write
you
it
the
down.
recording. I'll send you the recording. I get it recorded every time. But so do you see? Doesn't matter what you tell me. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
Anybody can share any thoughts, anything. Unmute yourself. Open game.
The one thing that I can tell you, Miguel, is notice that he didn't give up. He didn't just say,
Right.
"Okay, I'm just gonna go to the next call." And that's the mindset you need to have, Miguel. It's just like, I got nothing to lose, but I have all to gain if I just ask one more question. If I just keep the conversation going. One thing that I could have had to ask would be like, hey, when you sell, when your property sells, where are you moving to? Peel the onion, start asking questions, and if whatever destination, he says, okay, and when do you need to be there by? Okay, great. And how does it look if you don't get there by that date? Then get them thinking, like, because there could be a chance that they might not get there if they keep listing this home with someone that's not getting it sold.
Yeah, when I think, for example, when you ask that question, that you're making a person think, it creates doubts. I felt like doubt, like maybe my age is not as good
Correct.
as I thought. Maybe I do need a plan B.
Yeah.
I think it feels like it raises doubts. Like it makes me think, like, well, how is Christmas gonna, how's Christmas gonna look? How's the next move gonna go look? So I think it raises doubts.
Yeah, I mean,
when
and depending on
think.
their tone and the kind of read the personality with the phone, you might want to come a little bit stronger, bit and ask, hey, Miguel, did you interview any other agents before you hired this agent? Let's say this, they say no. Then if I may ask you a frank question, how do you know he is the best if you have nothing to compare it to?
Another thing, real quick, guys. Me and Felix were at the gym today. I used exactly what I just told you. Felix, you here? Miguel, I used exactly the same line I just used on you on another guy who's a contractor here in Rancho. He's about to sell he just bought a property cash for 1.5 million cash, and he's about to sell his house, which is right behind my daughter's school, Etowanda High School, right, Felix?
Yes.
What exactly did that guy tell us, Felix?
He said that he had a family, good friend of his that he promised that he would give him the listing to sell his property. And then you came up and you had a conversation with him about friendships.
I said, hey, tell me more about your realtor. Is he your friend? Is it somebody you met in the yellow pages? Who is this guy? Oh, he's just a family friend. Got it. And let me ask you this: if he doesn't sell your house, how would Christmas look? See, the difference between me and him is if you hire us, we're gonna get your home sold guaranteed because we're here in Rancho. Our office is here in Rancho. Number two is if he doesn't sell your house, how would Christmas look for you guys? He's like, not that good. Got it. See, now if I don't do my job, you can fire me, but you can't fire a friend, right? And then he stood quiet. He's like, holy shit. Well, how much do you charge? That's exactly why we need to sit down, not at the gym. That's exactly why you need to meet with me across the street in our office so we can show you our marketing plan. Did your agent show you a marketing plan? No. Ouch. Well, we have a 10-step program where we show you step by step how exactly I must sell your home for top dollar. And then I kind of just backed off a little bit because we were working out and we're trying to get our workout. But I already got him thinking. He went from I might not use my family friend to how much do you charge? Now that's where I have to bring him value before I hit him with my 6% or 5% or 4%, whatever it is, right? You got to find the DBM, the dominant buying motive. You want to know why does he want to sell? Who does he want to sell with? What's going to be important about that sale? How soon does he want to sell? Who does he want to sell to? Et cetera, et cetera. You got to ask those questions. And like Arlen said, sometimes you need to talk less and listen more, right? You have to acknowledge, repeat what they're saying, so that way they know, hey, Miguel is paying attention. Not like Christian Ramos over here saying that he's writing my stuff down and he's not.
Mhm.
Right, Christian?
You're funny, bro.
Or like Carlos that says, hey, what's the best email for you? And he doesn't have a pen in front of him, right, Carlos? I don't know if Carlos can hear me, but I'm trying to make some jokes out of this call. But you guys get the point, right? But hey, thanks for sharing, Miguel. Anybody else going through that? Anybody else doesn't know how to follow up and you have 50 people you want to call? There's a lot of reasons why to call people, especially these next 3 months. You got 3 holidays. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, and you got New Year's. You actually have 4 holidays before the end of the year. So you have reasons to call people. It's just you might not know how to call that person. Right? And I do see, I'm gonna give a quick shout out, and I respect everybody's time. Once again, it's 9:38. We try to keep this call 45 minutes to an hour. Real quick, I'll go down the list. I see Maria, Arlen, Miguel, Alex, Anaya, Charles, Felix, Robert, Justino, Alexandra Garcia, Tina, Zoom user, Mr. IE, Castillo, Peter, Angie, Christian Ramos, Nicole, Carlos, Gabriel, what's up, Gabriel? Vivian, Tabitha, Jesse Moreno. Now I see Edgar here real quick. Edgar, can you unmute yourself, Edgar? And then I'm going to open up the mic to Robert. Robert has an announcement to make next. Edgar.
Yes, buddy.
So can you emphasize a little bit on what me and you discussed in the last 24 hours, the list that I asked you, what did I ask you for, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, so I know you showed them the list of like Fontana and all that stuff. Like you could do it by city, you could do it by you could do like every city, like Rancho, like your surrounding areas that you want to focus, or if you do it at open house, let's say in Chino Hills, and it shows you the percentage, shows you can do a flyer on that. Or if you want to market that area, we could also contact me. I could set you up with different leads
for free, guys. So make sure you talk to Edgar. You believe me, we're gonna give. If you don't have somebody to call us. We're gonna give you a list of people to call. Rest assured, all you need to do is ask. Right, Edgar?
Yes, sir. I put my information on the chat. I know Peter just contacted me.
Beautiful, beautiful, Peter, for taking action. Now let me open up the mic to Robert. Robert, what any special announcements you got?
All right, how's it going, guys? Good morning. So next week, Thursday at 1 p.m., we do have an interview with Tristan Almada. The main topic is going to be video marketing. We talk about social media all the time, and he's going to share with us his blueprint to showcase yourself, your brand, through video. So if you guys have the time and can make the time and take action on this, please, I'm going to post the link right now. And register for it, so you guys get the link for next Thursday at 1 p.m. It's a good opportunity, guys, to ask questions. Tristan is he's built a lot of businesses around real estate. He has a big Facebook group that he owns. A lot of you may know it, Lab Coat Agents. So he's pretty active. So whatever advice, whatever he has to show us on Thursday at 1 p.m. is definitely worth a listen. And of course, open it up for you guys to ask questions. So I posted the link in the chat, events@houster.com, register. Every 2 to 3 weeks, we're trying to bring in someone like that. So where we just bombard them with questions. So please feel free to unmute yourselves or just type questions, or let me know what questions you have now. You can always email me at, let me put my email too. Email me there if you have any questions about video marketing, follow up through video, what video tools you guys want, you think you need to use. And then again, guys, register, and we'd be happy to have you there next week at 1 p.m.
Awesome, Robert. Anybody else want to share? Anybody want to share anything that's going on in the market that we should be looking out for? Who should we be calling? Who should we be targeting? Anybody, unmute yourself. Feel free to unmute yourself. Anyone.
One of the lists. Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead, Robert.
No, I guess I wanted to go over what you talked about with Edgar and the list that he can provide. Miguel, one of the things that, you know, you've asked this question about calling absentee owners before, right? So the more generic the lists, usually it's worth having a VA make those calls. But the more targeted a list that you can make, like Alfred mentioned, if you get someone with 50% equity, right? I don't know if Edgar has the capability, but there are tools out there as well where you could pull out lists where you have, let's say, 50% equity, 70% equity, liens on the house, issues, divorce, right? You can get a lot of different little things like that. And the more targeted the list is, the easier for you to make those calls as opposed to having a VA do them, right? The broader the list, the easier to have a VA work on it and just simple script to ask questions about whether they want a cash offer or sell the property. But if you're able to target lists like the one Edgar can provide, those are really good lists for you to call because they're more motivated. Right? They're going to be more motivated to at least hear you out. And they're possibly wholesalers are the ones that are calling these type of lists as well. So just keep that in mind. Hope that helps. Feel free to send me a message or email there as well if you need help, or I can show you what we've done. I have a list of about 60 people that raised their hand over the last 12 to 18 months that I'm going to be hitting up this week, hoping to get a deal out of that. So, but it did take a good amount of calls from VAs to get those people to raise their hands. Again, depending on the list that you get, different systems will work around that.
Awesome. Robert, Edgar, can you answer that question?
Yes, we could also do it by age. So like a lot of people are 60 years old, live on 2-story houses, or they just need to downsize. We could also do it that way.
Awesome. Now in the chat, guys, I put the lucky sevens. We got NODs. There's a lot of notice of defaults out there. Expires daily for sale by owners. There's some out there. We have empty nesters, like Edgar says, people with high equity, affidavit of death. I don't know if I spelled it right, but I'm saying it right. You're just the lucky 7 that you should be targeting. Now, this clientele will be sellers, 100% sellers right here. So you just got to ask yourself what list and who your client is and start calling. And it's just a simple conversation. Nothing else. It's just a simple conversation. Join these role play rooms because this is where you're going to be able to handle the objection. You're going to be able to get through the gatekeeper. Who's a gatekeeper, right? Somebody asked, Alfred, what's a gatekeeper? Here's a gatekeeper. Here's an example of a gatekeeper. Let's say you guys are trying to get a hold of the homeowner. And that homeowner, for example, has a family member that lives there and they answer the phone all the time. And you keep asking for Mr. Justino, but the gatekeeper keeps saying, oh, he's not here. Call after 5. Oh, he's working all week. Call him on the weekends. Try to build a rapport with the gatekeeper because their job is to keep you away from talking to the decision maker. Send that gatekeeper a pizza, remove a couple slices and say, hey, I am the missing piece to getting a hold of Justino. I know he wants to sell. Send her a box of chocolates or send her or he a box of donuts and put a message, hey, do not forget to let Justino know to call me back. It's stuff like that. You guys got to get creative, right? Build a rapport with the gatekeeper because those are the people who are going to connect you with the right person. It might be a few phone calls, but remember the sale's made on the 5th and 12th contact. You're not going to make a sale right away. It's going to take time. But that's why most, I would say 80% of our job is to follow up with clients. You got to follow up. You got to make time for prospecting. Prospecting doesn't mean you have to prospect 8 hours a day. You can call for 2 hours in the morning, pause, follow up, take a lunch, check your appointments. If you got no appointments and you're done with your follow up, then you go back to prospecting. Don't let it be Groundhog Day every day because it's going to get boring and it's going to burn you out. Also, make time to walk outside. The weather, I know right now it's a little hot, but it's going to start getting cooler. Start door knocking and start. Hopefully by next week, Arlen will come up with the PDF from Canva of what he had on that postcard because I'm going to take action. As soon as he gives me what I need to put on that postcard, I'm going to go to Canva, or there's another one where you could just, you don't need to go to a web designer or these print shops. You could order stuff and it'd be sent to you on Vistaprint. Vistaprint, I think minimum order is 50 postcards. And it costs cheap, like 50 postcards with color for like $30. Right? Right, Arlen?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I designed that. That's many moons ago. I designed that on, I think it's on Publisher, Microsoft Publisher, and I just, just did it. Yeah.
You just
So now
aged
it's so much
yourself,
easier.
Arlen.
Yes. 47 years old.
If you guys have a question, an answer, now's the time to post it on the chat. I'm looking at it. I see Tabitha put Vistaprint. Yes, Tabitha. Vistaprint is one of the cheapest. I see Tina says, I'm very new in creating my toolbox. Can you share what digital business card you recommend? So Tina, what I mean by a digital business card, it's something that you could create on Canva. It's a simple picture of you and your information. Normally when I talk to someone that's new, I text on my business card so they at least have a face to the name or somebody they're talking to. You want to let them know that they are talking to an agent. And that note, guys, be careful. There's a lot of fraud going on out there. In the last couple of days, we've been getting a lot of people trying to buy land that don't live in the city. Be careful of these people are texting you, hey, let's get off this chat room. Let's go talk on WhatsApp. Don't do that. Be very careful. There's a lot of fraud going on. I got text during the meeting yesterday. This guy says, hey, I found you and I saw your Zillow reviews. You're the person I want to work with. Can you help me buy a property? And it's very rare that you're going to get a text like that. Remember, if it's too good to be true, it's not true. Also, ladies, be careful out there. When you guys are doing open houses or you're going to meet with the client for the first time, have them come to the office or meet them in a public place with somebody else. Do not go to people's properties without somebody. It's getting a little crazy out there. I don't know if you guys want to share if you guys been getting those, but I've been getting a lot of that crap. I've been getting a lot of crap, but I just want to share that with you guys. And here's another thing I'm gonna share with you guys real quick on the off topic, real quick. When people start hating on you, just on a side note, it's because you're doing something right. If you start having people report you or text or say stuff, it's because you're in the right path. Block the noise, keep showing up, keep doing what you need to do, what's best for you. Don't pay attention to that because there's a lot of people out there that are going from room to room, transferring information that's not true about people. So I just want to put that out there. Be careful who you talk to, and just continue to do what you got to do for you and your family. Anybody else?
And how your pet?
Carlos, you want to say something, Carlos?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, because I thought you would mute yourself. Charles, you want to say something? Anybody want to share something?
I was going to say, hi your pets.
Hi your pets.
The dogs, they're eating the cats.
All right, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. We heard that. Anybody else? Robert, that event is next Thursday, right, Robert? That event that Robert posted is next Thursday at 12 o'clock. You don't want to miss this guy. This guy's a freaking awesome guy, Trishan Amada. Super cool guy, has always answered every question I asked since I met him, even before I was a part of his brokerage. A very good friend of mine from Malibu, super cool guy. So make plans to join that day. Felix, anything you want to share?
No, I just want to share, actually, I did. We have a couple of associates from our office that they've been hitting the notice of defaults for it's been a week today. So they get it from Retran and Property Radar. We have the NODs, and I know Edgar's here, right? Edgar's here. And we talked with Edgar, and these girls are knocking on the door. They're actually knocking on the door, making contact. And in the last week, they have four contacts that they're dealing with, four clients that might be interested in selling their house. So it does work. They're using an app called Circuit. So if you guys don't have that app, Circuit, it was brought to us by Hugo from the title. And that app allows you to track, to allow you to map out your route when you're going to go door knock these properties. And I told them don't do it by themselves. So it's two ladies doing it right now. And they're actually getting off the car, ringing the doorbell, talking to people, and giving them information about their property. So there's a lot of properties that have equity. These people don't know that they have equity, guys. So, NODs is a good way to get some business because these people are behind 2, 3, 4, 5 months with 100,000, 200,000 equity, probably more, that don't even know. So, there's a lot of people that go out there just trying to sell it, make a quick sale, but your job is to get top dollar for them. Price the property right. And they have they got a lead from talking to somebody on the camera, the Ring camera. So they have an appointment this weekend, I think, to meet with them and go over the process of selling their property. So I think notice of defaults are working. There's an agent in Fontana that does it daily, every day with this team. They go hit notice of defaults daily, and they're getting listings because I'm seeing it on the MLS. They'll post it, and I'll look in there. They're getting the listings, guys. So, that's just something to think about. If you guys don't have business, go out there, hit the notice of defaults.
Yeah, if you're not a cold caller, and you don't like to call people, go door knocking. And if you don't like door knocking, host open houses. That is the easiest 3 ways to get listings and get deals right now. If you're not doing none of those 3, then let me know. I do have a link to Amazon, guys, because it's not going to work. And it's not a joke. It's not going to work if you don't do any of those 3. Find it in your time to do one of those 3. Door knocking, cold calling, or open houses. But you got to do one of those. You must do one of those. That is your lifeline right now.
Do all
right?
3.
Or all 3, yeah, or all 3. And share with us what's going on. I know I see a lender here. I was hoping there would be other lenders. I see Jesse here. Jesse, you there? I always like to ask lenders what they got going on because remember, a lender, they work with different agents. So they might be working with a very powerful agent and they got nuggets from that agent that can share with us. So look at your lenders also as a resource. They get to go to different offices and talk to other agents that are doing things that are being successful. So don't be afraid to work with different lenders. You don't have to just work with one. You could work with several. And remember, this is for your business. So keep that in mind. I'm super happy you guys all showed up. At a point, there was 30 of us. I do see this Zoom call growing and growing. If you guys know anybody out there, I don't care what office they're from, I'm not going to mention them, and you think they need help, bring them in here. Be a friend. There's a lot of agents out there that are thinking that the market's not great, that real estate is no good no more, and they're thinking about getting a job. Bring them in here. Throw them a lifeline. Help someone. There's people out there that need help. Tell them this is a room. It's a safe place. We're not trying to recruit anybody. I'm saying it one more time. We're not trying to recruit anybody. You guys are just more than welcome to come here, listen in, share your thoughts, bring some value, take some nuggets with you, come back next month. Yes.
I have a question. How can we approach someone when they have a notice of default if we go door knocking?
What I would do is just go to their door, knock, and say, hey, get out of the house. I'm going to sell your house. Just kidding. No. So remember, if you're dealing with people who are losing their house, be sensitive a little bit. Be a little sympathetic, but not empathetic, right?
Yeah.
They're losing their house. So put yourself in their shoes, Rebecca. If somebody comes to your house, knocks, and they don't even know you, say, hi, Rebecca. My name is Arlen Perla. The reason I'm here is I noticed you haven't made your home payment. What can I do to help you save your home? Have you talked to your lender to see what other options you have to save your home?
Okay.
Got it, Rebecca? So you got to go there with sympathy and authentically really try to help them save their house.
Yeah.
Hey, Alfred, a lot of them already have attitude when you already go over there because they're already in denial. They're not going to be all sympathetic. They're going to have, a lot of them I dealt with already have attitude.
Okay,
people
so
they already know they're losing their house. They know they're behind. It's either they lost their job, they're getting divorced, right? Or they were in adjustable loan way back, but they already know they're losing their house. So you gotta
put it this way. I went knocking. I put my foot on the yard. They told me right away, we're not selling. So they're already getting hit up by a lot of people already.
Okay, here, I'm going to stop you in your tracks, Charles. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That's right there. Go.
Okay.
Go.
I'm going to stop you right there. First and foremost, you already going to that door with a bad attitude. It doesn't matter.
I'm not going with a bad attitude. I already know their attitude.
Okay,
but
see,
go with a
Charles,
attitude from the
Charles, you are creating your own objection already. Okay, this is what you need to do. When you're going to that property, you are going to tell yourself, I'm here to help this person. I'm going to do my best to help them. If you just put your foot on the doorstep, oh, I'm not selling, say, absolutely, I wouldn't want you to sell. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm actually here to provide you some information. That's all you're doing. You're not there to try to sell them anything. Yeah. You're there to help them.
Mindset is all, buddy, because you said it yourself. I already know they're gonna have attitude, so you already told yourself that. So they could greet you any other way, and in your head you're thinking they have attitude. Number one. Number two is remember that they've been hit a lot, but not only just physically, but also in mail, email, everything, man. So and everything they're getting is sell your home, sell your home, sell your home. So like Alfred said, the first thing I would do would be like, great, I wouldn't sell this home if I was you either. So can I help? How can I help you keep your home? And then their mindset, their attitude, quote unquote, can change because they see you as just another person that just want to sell their home.
Yeah.
So take them off the mindset by controlling the conversation. So you're letting them control it where their attitude. I mean, and think about it. I mean, what kind of attitude or what kind of sense of humor will you be if you're losing your home and you're just getting bombarded with, and all that stuff. And sometimes you're not home. Now they're talking to your wife, now they're talking to your kids. And every word they say is like, oh, I know you're losing your home. I want to help you. Like, no, dude, like change your mindset so you can help change theirs.
Yeah, that's true. Just be neutral the whole time you're conversating with them.
That's
even
it,
like
mindset,
and have that
all.
approach in your mindset that okay, that if they tell me off, it's okay. I just have to stay neutral and see how I can help them.
I'll even go as far as telling, like, look, if that's your mindset about notice of defaults, don't work them, to be quite honest with you, because you're gonna sound like you're not coming from a place of gratitude, like from a place of caring, from a place that you want to help them. Your mindset tells them a lot. Your body language, everything.
Yeah.
Can I share something?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hey, for Rebecca, so I've had different experiences. Some of the experiences is that NODs are kind of a little bit easier because people are scared, so they're more willing to listen to you to what you have to say and what you want. Especially if you're walking up with a yellow envelope that says final payment. Yeah, they're gonna listen to you. They're gonna shut you down right away.
Yeah.
A lot of people that do kind of shut me down, those are kind of the people that they get bothered because they just missed a payment and all of a sudden it's a notice of default and they're getting hit by all these people. I feel like those are the people that are gonna give you a hard time. But they just missed a payment for whatever reason. But they have money to catch up.
Yeah, and once they're comfortable speaking to you, then they can explain what happened.
Correct.
Basically, let them do the talking.
Be the hero, guys. There's so many things you can do. You can call the bank and add whatever they're behind to the arrears of the mortgage. You can assist them with a loan modification. This might not be a client that might sell now. This could be a client that might sell in a year or 2 years from now, because statistics show that, you know, when people have this kind of issues, they're gonna have them again and again. So the loan modification, that adding the whatever they're behind on to the end, it's just a band-aid to a cut that needs stitches. And the ultimate way to fix it is eventually they have to sell and buy something more comfortable to them. But it's just not the conversation you have now.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to ask you, it's funny that you're speaking about this. I was actually that person a few years ago. My property was in default, and I had same thing, tons of letters. And then one day I had this gentleman, he came and he knocked on my door, and he came to me personally, and I was like, what is this? You know, and he was like,
Yeah.
I want to try to help you, you know, figure out, I noticed that your house is, you know, in default, and I want to maybe provide you with some solutions. And so I was like, well, okay, like, well, what can you do for me? So he
Yeah.
actually like sat down with me and he talked to me about, he was like, I can pay off. He wanted to, it was something weird that he wanted to do, which I didn't do. He wanted to like pay it off. And then he wanted to like add himself like to my title, like something weird. I don't know what he was trying to do, but I ended up not doing it. But to ask, I was going to ask you what kind of solutions, and we ended up being friends, and me and him, we're still friends to this day, which is so weird. But what is it that we can add value to someone like that if, you know, not selling their home? I know you mentioned a loan modification and putting it in the rears. What, me as a real estate agent, what other solutions could I provide that kind of person in that predicament?
First of all, you want to ask them if they got their mitigation packet from the lender, because most lenders are willing to work with buyers right now. But what happened, a lot of them are avoiding the phone calls, a lot of them are avoiding the letters, but they have to ask for a mitigation packet to
Okay.
see if they can qualify.
Okay.
And they should get their answer within 39 days if they're going to be approved or not. So first of all is getting that mitigation packet first.
Mhm.
It's a lot of things that you could do, Anaya. For the most part, when you're doing NODs, don't go to the most recent ones because some of them are rescinded. Try to go to the ones that literally have maybe 30 days left, and
Okay.
they already exhaust all their options, because most likely they're not going to be able to save their house because they already messed up their credit anyways. And
Okay.
once you mess up your credit, the hardest thing is, it's very rare, even if they put a band-aid, by messing up your credit, you might not even be able to rent. So you have to create urgency.
Okay.
I also wanted to point out, guys, if you go on your car forms, you can, there's two different car forms called the foreclosure prevention resources and foreclosure timeline. And that should give you more of an insight of what it's like. And there's some, you know, resources that you can offer to those people when you go door knocking.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, guys, I have to respect everybody's time. It's 10:05. Thank you guys for showing up. Give yourself a virtual high five. There was almost 30 people today. Right now we have almost 20 left. I hope those other 10 went on an appointment. But I do record this call. I'll put my number here. Please don't spam me. If you want this recording to go back and listen to all the nuggets that were dropped, please text me. I'll let you guys look at that number. It's in the chat. Text me your email and I'll get you this recording once it's downloaded to my computer. Other than that, it's 10:06. Make it a great day. Nothing else pays. You guys have all a beautiful rest of the week, guys. Be safe out there. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.
Peace.